All right, Pick Central, July 29th, day after the Berlin, what were they calling it?
Berlin Ball?
The Berlin Ball.
Why wasn't it the Berlin Brawl?
Well, it's not supposed to be.
I also saw it called, it was going to be. I also saw it called the Berlin Wall.
I think Ball.
maybe
I think Berlin Wall, that was the play on Ball.
Maybe
Wall.
I'm wrong. But either way, we're going to get to that. But, obviously, unfortunately, definitely hits home and, right by our office. Dave, Hank, Feidelberg, and Gaz were there when they stormed the office for NFL headquarters. People locked in. A police officer gives his life defending, or keeping everybody else safe. And as we always do, there is no doubt. The shirts were already up when I woke up this morning. Dave's going to match the proceeds. If I mispronounce the name, I definitely apologize. But Diradal Islam leaves behind some kids and then a pregnant wife, which is just horrible. Nobody should have to bury a loved one because of violence. I don't know why people go to fatality violence like that, and then it's just very, very tough. So as always, Barstool stepped up with that and did the right thing. And we're all pro police here, and I think police can get a bad rap of like, oh, this guy's an asshole for pulling me over. I think if you ask those guys, they probably don't like.
99.9% of cops are great.
All they're trying to do is save people, and so
yes,
they get a bad rap, and it's not justified. They're keeping people safe and giving their life for stuff like this. All this guy did, it's the thing I've said in my family too. Like this guy went to work. Like imagine, that it's the same as the towers and stuff. Those people showed up to work. Financial services at Cantor Fitzgerald and different things like that. Firemen just showed up to work. And it's like going to work. Like you think it's such a mundane task that it gets lost. Like these guys go to work every day and could potentially die. Nobody wants that, but they're putting the life on the line every day. And
he got his wife and his kids.
Horrible.
And I guess when they told his father the news, I'm seeing reports the father had a stroke.
No.
So it's just horrifying stuff.
Yeah,
it's just because like Rico's saying, this guy went to work. That family never obviously. Like Rico said, Rico's been Rico knows what that's like. He has back of your mind. You're like, all right, that might be a possibility, but to have that be a reality is so awful.
You just take for granted that these people. They, when danger comes, everyone runs out and they go running in.
It's crazy.
There's like
guys,
like firemen, cops. I mean, a lot of first responders. I mean, that's just the nature of the job. It's just like it gets taken for granted because like most days things like that don't happen, but when they do, it can be just obviously tragic. It
destroys a family.
Yeah, it's
awful.
Yeah, it's
there's no limit or price you can put on the level of like pain that it can cause. It's just
it's
horrible.
It's the old saying like pray for the guys running the wrong way.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Your instinct is to run, obviously, and so it's tough. And I think we all kind of work from Hubs. I'm unfamiliar. Where are you from?
Jersey.
What part of Jersey?
Originally, Monmouth County.
Yeah, so Monmouth County, upstate, Staten Island, Vermont, like a little
New Hampshire. But I lived in New York. I was born in the city. I lived in New York until I was 9.
Long Island for whatever.
Yeah.
That's where, like, guys are looking for those jobs.
No,
guys want to be cops. Guys want to be firemen. So this guy probably wanted to be even as much as a little kid, or he had an uncle that looked up to. So just terrible, terrible, and it puts things in perspective. We're doing what we do last night, and it's like Jesus Christ, like this is it just shows what's bigger stuff. So credit to Dave as always. He's always stepped up from police. I've had people at weddings and different things like that be like, oh, you're working for Barstool, that's great. Like, hey, by the way, like Dave I sent an email and Dave gave money to do a dog rescue. And you look at like Lucky Lemonade, it's just always been giving back here and kind of remembering the people. Like, it wouldn't shock me a guy like this is at the precinct, he's reading our website, he's watching our videos. Like, these are the people that are dialed into the community and our core fan base of good people. So just an absolute tragedy, and puts things in perspective of like just everywhere. You think your job is tough or you're doing what you're doing, like just always consider these guys. So I did feel that was obvious to open the show. Wish I was open it the other way, but that's where it's at. And it's, again, a horrible kind of transition here to go back to, what we're doing, but that's the best we could do. So definitely wanted to say that and buy a shirt and support it and keep it going.
Well said.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised. Like, I was out in the community the other day and was kind of talking to a guy, and then he introduced me to his wife later on, and the guy was kind of like, do you know who that is or, like, what he does? And she was like, no, and then found me on the way out of the party or whatever and was like, by the way, my cousin was Stephen Pollard, who was in the same firehouse as Timmy Klein, who was here at 170.
Yeah.
So, like, at no point, you don't realize how, like, supportive those people are for us and down the line. So, it just sucks. I mean, it's fucking, guy went to work, 8-month old or 8-month pregnant.
8 months pregnant.
That's-
Yeah.
So it's just,
2 kids. I mean, it's disgusting.
yeah. I mean, I'm getting teared up as it goes, but yeah.
Yeah. So the least we could do is buy a shirt.
Right. Buy a
proceeds,
shirt and
help them
and
out.
proceed.
Links are everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave posted it. Most of us have posted it, retweeted it, all that.
I already know, even walking down the hall, there's a girl who works upstairs that knows family. Like, somebody always knows somebody. So he's
Brutal.
from the area. Like,
Small world, man. It is.
yeah, it's terrible. So yeah, again, we're doing the transition of covering the show and do what we do, but definitely felt we needed to say that. So, all right. Last night, obviously the grudge match, great environment. I did think a ton of people came out. And,
Incredible crowd.
and supported what we do. I thought they were active. I thought they were playful. Nobody went over the line in terms of running on the court, doing what they do. I thought everybody was respectful. It was good to have I felt like you guys had a home court advantage for sure, but it was good to have little pockets of
It
You
was
you guys had your.
it was refreshing to have those guys on our
Little,
side.
little contingent.
Yeah.
They might be psychologically studied to drive 7.5 hours.
Oh my God. Yeah. Derek from the chat drove actually from like Maryland or something.
Yeah.
Lunatics.
That's insane. But good for that guy.
Well, I would look it up. I don't know his financial situation, but the game was advertised a month in advance. Maybe a flight to New York in a car,
Flight to Boston.
flight to Boston.
Berlin's far. That's still
tough-
far.
tough-
It-
Hey, no matter what, you're driving a good
Yeah.
amount.
Yeah, I guess you're driving a good amount.
you had some riders. I saw Twan was there.
Yeah. There was
and,
I don't know if anybody.
No Sauce was there.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody paid attention to the breaking kind of news, but committed to BB.
Wow.
Committed.
Wow.
Now,
Think of you, Bosco.
did not
Long time coming.
did not say what class I'm in, and there could be a reclass in a COVID year, so you could be looking at 2027.
Oh, Bosco.
Oh, dude.
But
Bosco.
I am committed.
Unbelievable.
I am
Show.
definitely
Those guys are good guys.
definitely
Guys will
committed.
drive 8 hours to support.
Guys are good
Definitely.
guys.
Bosco goes,
Go on the show.
maybe I'll do it in
Yeah.
2 years.
What a piece
Yeah,
of shit.
I like.
What an
Listen,
asshole.
it's playful. I like playing with those guys.
It's not tomorrow.
Definitely.
Fuck.
Yeah.
definitely committed. So good to do that. As always, like we get the win, and I kind of step in shit. There's definitely controversy after the game. I said it on Kirk's show. I thought on name was today, so I was like, oh, here we go off of this. I want to reiterate. First off, Body Armor is unbelievable. Okay, so if you have an ice cooler of Body Armors, which we did from 9 a.m. When I left my house at 9 a.m., shout out a fast food chain. They sell, it's only cash only, but you can buy a 25-pound bag of ice for $5.
Oh.
And a 5-pound bag at the deli is $4. So this is a home run.
Steal.
So I iced it up. You know I'm big on the coolers. I iced it up. When we got to where we were kind of hanging out before the game, adjusted. There's some water. Adjusted the water out. More bags of ice in. They were ice cold during the game. Had a ton of them for us. Unbelievable. Might have made the difference in our conditioning to stay hydrated. So you don't want to waste those body arms. Okay, so the cooler, you take it back. I put the car in a handicap spot. I did not park in a handicap spot. There are people that could justify that. One being the fucking troll behind the glass, who when we didn't have balls, because you guys took the balls, I said, go out to the car. and it's pretty easy to find the car if it's 8 spots down. Just hit the lock thing when it starts to go, and you have the make and model of the car, and you come in with a smirk, knowing what you did, whatever. So there are people who could justify where I was parked. The color guard being one of them.
Meek's smiling over there.
Yeah, he knows what he did. The color guard being one of them, because I walked over, introduced myself. Ton of Minute fans coming in. Also, other guys said, like, oh, where are you? I'm like, yeah, I got a really good spot. So justify that I went there. Put the car there for probably a minute and a half to 2 minutes to go get that cooler. Tired after the game, a lot of sweat, didn't want to drag it all the way. Put the car in handicap. Probably not the right thing to do. Mutt needed that spot,
Mutt.
as it turns out. But I want to say
I mean, we had Pat. We got Pat.
there were two. Yeah, there were. He didn't drive, but there were two.
I know.
There were two handicap
car with
spots.
him.
Ted Sellers, 1,000% gets it.
Sellers.
Mutt should have had the other one. I don't know who. There's a criminal out there that's not being
I mean,
persecuted.
poor Mutt had to
Who's
walk.
the second guy who parked in the thing?
I had to walk 2 miles to get to the game.
See, but Bosco, I feel like this is always your problem. Your mindset is always, what about the other guy that also was an asshole? That's always your play.
I just
have
wanna-
one play,
What do
and
you-
that's the
I gotta ask, what do you like? So you're Rico Bosco. You're like, I'm gonna go now park in a handicap spot with all these people around and hope it doesn't come back and bite me in the ass. Like, what are you thinking?
And have a community of handicaps that you know are going to need these
Incredible.
spots.
Body armor.
Need these spots.
I want to reiterate that body armor is that good. It's worth putting the car.
It's so good that
in
you
there
could, you
for
could also walk the cooler to your car.
2 minutes of where it was. So apologies to anybody that needed that spot. Didn't. 2 minutes.
Official PSA on the handicap
Yeah,
spot.
2 minutes. Clock me. We'll get the security footage.
Oh, man.
2 minutes. Yeah, the color guard was great. Anthem was great, even though the color guard almost left. Probably
We almost didn't have a color guard.
Probably should have prepped Kirk in terms of what was going on. He did kind of break character before that. He did what he did, kicked him. You're unfamiliar with this?
I'm color.
Color guard is
color guard.
Color guard is the guys who present the.
You know the color. Yeah, the guy, the
They
flags.
present the flag. They're behind the girl who sings the.
Usually it's first responders.
Oh,
or
okay,
like
okay, okay.
go to a ball
I've seen it a
game.
million times. I worked in the industry, so I know the terms.
Okay,
of
got
color
it.
guard.
Oh yeah.
So Kirk chases them out of the room, or they go just to put their stuff because they got big stuff, flags.
Yeah.
One guy had a giant axe. They had a lot of stuff.
They go
Big
into,
axe.
They go
Big
into
axe.
yeah. They
I
go.
was
into-
hoping they'd get you.
Me?
Yeah.
They,
Why me?
Yeah.
They go into the room, and Kirk's like, "Whoa, that's our room. That's our room." He thought they were friends of mine. They were in on the bit. They knew what was going on.
Nope.
They get tossed to the corner, and he kind of becomes very evident that they don't know what's going on.
They're just regular color
They're
guards.
just regular guys who volunteered, didn't get paid a dime, like did a good thing for the community. So now they're in the corner. Kirk kind of goes over, or Fasoli comes up to me. He's like, "Color guard's leaving." Like, all right, great. So Kirk then says, apologizes, comes back to me. He's like, "Hey, I didn't know." Like, kind of breaks character. Like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, you didn't know, in fairness, but like, I thought it added to the game. He's like, no, it does. It does.
I love that Kirk said on his show that he was explaining the
Yes.
dynamic of
Yes.
you and Kirk, and then midway through he goes, "What am I doing?"
Yeah, he was just.
He's like, you guys said, I thought you were riders,
Yeah,
and you know, minute fans are here.
And then he's like, wait,
the color guard people are
these
like,
guys
what the fuck are you talking
have
about?
no idea. We're here to present the colors.
He's throwing around 6,000 terms, like it's just word vomit. And then so I go over. I'm like, guys, listen, guys get lost in the plot. It's the internet. They were kind of half of them again were kind of like, fuck you. Half of them were like, okay, like, got it, no problem, whatever.
I guess
But,
Kirk went up to the guy at the end and was like, just please hit me with the axe.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
so that was
he felt so bad.
a hell of a start to open it. And then, so the opening tip. Before that, there's a ton of like the narrative. Oh, Kirk got my head. Going the wrong way is just not how you play basketball. So we were.
That's how you piss you off.
Kirk wanted us to go to their bench in the second half.
Like
they can
switch benches.
No, the way you start the
Oh,
game,
you're saying
The
go.
direction.
the way you start the
Yeah,
game is
okay,
you
yeah.
go. If we're
Yeah.
we're on this bench, we're going that way for the first half. We're going towards our
Yeah,
bench in the second.
of course.
They did it in the last game, so I kind of knew my guard.
So he was
up.
saying he didn't want to switch. He wanted to just each score on
No.
the same basket the whole game.
No, he wanted you do switch, but he wanted us going to their bench in the second half. So we went towards our bench in the
okay,
first half,
I got you.
away in the
I
second.
see, I see.
They did it the last game. I set it from the bench there, and we kind of brushed it off. I knew it was bullshit. it definitely is an advantage. It's the wrong thing to do. So I called it out again and said to both refs, I'm like, well, why don't we just play on 8-foot hoops if we're changing rules? And Kirk goes berserk, so whatever. It's a competitive advantage. In the game, I didn't think I was rattled in terms of the different things said, the elbows and this and that. I just kind of kept playing the game. They definitely played hard. I mean, I thought we played hard. It was an unbelievable game.
I got to
Great
watch.
environment.
I was flying. I got to watch like a decent amount of it, like on my phone. There's somebody I got to have a lot of credit to. I think that's Meek Phil. Meek Phil. I'm dead serious.
Meek did a great job.
I thought Meek, the way he was composed and the way that they are obviously throwing their blows and cheap shots, and Meek's in there being like, "Hey, everyone, like, stay calm." I thought Meek coached the timeout he called. I think it might have been
Timeout was amazing.
I think it was jet ski who dove on the floor.
Yep.
And he called the timeout. Like, that was just a great Meek. Phenomenal job coaching the
You're
team.
not a troll guy. You're just
No, man, you
No,
got
I'm
credit
dead
for credit too.
serious.
I'll do the same thing,
I'm
Rico.
dead
Meek
serious.
did a nice
I
job.
thought he coached a great game.
He did a nice job. Especially in the situation where he didn't know he was coaching that day.
I'm getting to you and the boys.
I'll say this though, Meek
giving
does a lot of
Meek a
hand
good job.
Meek does a lot of hand motions, like thinking that people in the court where it's really loud know what's going on. Like he's subbing people out, and he just no idea. Meek I had to tell Meek, just speak up.
Everyone's got their own style.
Voice at times last night, unlike a different coach.
Yeah. We ran double 3 times. The first one, Mulcahy, I thought got fouled that led to a jump ball, no score. The
I
second,
think that was the right call.
Yeah.
fair. It was probably a jump ball. The second one was a backdoor layup and one
Beautiful.
or 2 free throws from Marty.
Gorgeous play.
We ran it again for me with the curl where I came uncontested in the second half for a layup finger roll.
Yep.
And then we ran
The first play of the second half?
I think.
Yeah.
It was definitely early.
Yeah.
And then we ran the baseline out of bounds.
That worked perfectly.
for Marty's N1. Yeah. Did you design any of those, Phil?
I knew we were
No,
getting
I let
there.
I let the players play. I listened to the players.
Bosco, I swear to God, on my mother's life, I was not trolling. And then within 2 seconds, I realized, oh, it's because Bosco was drawing up plays and coaching the team.
Now let me
and he wanted the credit for it.
let me say this.
Bosco, you did a
Bosco,
great job.
Did you design those plays?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That is a great
Because I remember
question.
when we were at pizza, you're like, I gotta credit those guys that gave us those plays.
There is an old saying with coaches: the best coaches are the best thieves. You can learn from other guys. You see that there's
You
also
gave us the plays.
yeah, there's a community.
I
You did not
abide by
design
that.
those plays.
I always said smart people listen to smart people.
There you go. So did those? I thought they made a difference.
I didn't want to have too many fingerprints on the game. I didn't want to overcoach. I wanted to let the players play.
No, you
I
did
wanted
good
to
job.
listen
Let me
to
say
the
that. I'll say
players.
this. Meek did a phenomenal job managing the game.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I thought the subs
Fair.
were good. Thought
He
the
did a
subs
great
were
job
good, for
managing it.
sure.
The timeout, just the composure.
Timeout was good.
You need a calm element to that game because they're literally throwing elbows out there.
Right. Yeah,
We
it
need
was-
to
Trying
have
to keep
that,
composure.
We need to have that second time after Marty chucked up that ridiculous 3.
That was a tough 3.
He laughed about it.
But
That was a tough 3. I know there's
Reel the
definitely.
boys in.
I gotta say, I'll say too. Like I think both teams played really hard. I know it's kind of cliche to say, but like I was going to bed last night. I'm like, you know, it's funny. Like I was able to kind of be on both sides of it. Like these guys, all I think would get along really well. Like
Aside from 2, but
I think you would. And so when Marty called into Kirk's show, he's like, "Oh, like join forces and take on Chicago." I'm like, that would be awesome. I think that'd be just really fun.
yeah, it'd be like the Avengers of Lone.
I'll negotiate for you guys though. Dana's got to be on on this team though.
Right.
That was, and I'll say this:
He literally He's got to be grandfathered into to these rosters.
New York, you guys deserve the win. You guys earned the win. Meek, you did a great job, no question. All the players did a great job. Rico did. Absolutely, you guys controlled the game, especially in that second half. You won an 8-0 run to win it. I will say the biggest difference between that game and the game before was the Dana factor.
But also, we had Dana for game 1.
Right, and you won.
Dana has been part of our team that plays on the rec thing the entire time.
Dana should have been. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. No, Dana should have been there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the biggest difference between game 2
Dana's
and
a
game
beast,
3
man.
Well, let's
is
also-
Dana.
Dana had like 30 rebounds in that.
But if Kirk hadn't acquiesced and given Dana to you guys, I think I believe KMS would have won that game.
Let's also call a spade a spade. If Dana doesn't hurt his knee in Chicago at Memorial Day, he's playing in game 2.
And we win that game.
If Dana's
Oh,
healthy.
you were on New York.
Oh,
Dana was going to play game 2.
Yeah, the way that's
what people
tough. It's tough to monitor.
Yeah, yeah. That's what people
Track.
forget.
No.
Like, so Dana, like,
Correct.
the
Like this
trade-
wasn't bullshit that we had Dana. Like
the trade part.
It
of
was
third.
no. It was
did
not.
the
I'm not saying that at all.
documentary.
I'm saying the reason. I'm saying the biggest X factor. I'm curious. I'm sure. I know. some guys were keeping stats. I think Kane was keeping stats. I'm curious to see the rebound numbers.
He might have had 20 boards.
I feel like, but even like team total, I think you guys like out rebounded us like 3-1.
We kind of dissected like that was a big problem for game 2. We let up so many offensive rebounds. So like
Yeah, that was another thing, Ev, if you're kind of judging whatever. Hubs, who cut up the tape of our mistakes that we were going to limit in this game?
you did say that someone else did it, didn't you?
Nope, I cut up the mistakes tape.
Okay. You did
A
the
rider
3-minute tape.
gave
Ryder
us
did the 20-minute tape.
super cut 12 minutes.
Okay.
Super cut of offense.
Yeah, we went through some film beforehand, and it was very much pointed out from Rico that offensive rebounds were an issue.
Breaking down a film for this game is incredible.
Unbelievable. You watched Jetski's video?
No.
It's us in a.
I was gonna ask,
yeah,
where
yeah.
you guys were. Is it just someone's house near there?
We had an Airbnb.
Yeah, that was a big advantage of the game. Our
Yeah.
guys were fed. Our guys were
You guys all
comfortable.
split an Airbnb.
Yeah.
I love that.
Phil took a bed, by the way. We had guys on
It was
I heard Phillips took the first bed.
Yeah, pretty
it was
I
incredible.
think he deserved
It was
it.
incredible.
I do think
I would say whatever he did worked.
that like there's criticism
Phil may have missed a walkthrough.
that I
Well, don't want to
Jesus.
overcoach.
He was asleep.
there's definitely
Hey,
criticism.
it worked. The result.
Rested his brain for the
results.
game. Hey.
It worked.
There's definitely criticism. I did not shoot it well. From 3, I thought I got the 2 good.
I don't think anyone.
It would have. Yeah,
I mean,
we all
1-3.
shot terribly. It would have felt really good to make one because I legitimately took 6,000 this summer. Like no joke.
Yeah.
In
It's all we saw.
in 3 nights, I took 1,800.
Yeah.
So
I thought Dana's 3 was in the
yeah,
bottom.
took
of the
$1 million. Definitely felt good going it. I took 4 shots. Thought I got fouled on the 1. But I was very happy in the sense of controlling the game and giving a presence of a point guard, talking on defense. So there's definitely criticism. Oh, you didn't shoot it well. I didn't shoot a lot, but I was very happy.
We just played so much better as a group.
Yeah, maintaining that offense, putting guys.
Yeah,
in. I thought we were very boring in the second half, but they just didn't have an adjustment for Dana.
No.
So it was like, here you go.
There's
and
nothing you can throw at
We'll
him.
cut
really.
off of it and figure it out.
Crazy of a roster of like 13 guys, and we still like our guys were in better shape. We were more conditioned. I felt like they were just tired.
I'll push back a little bit. Oh, I don't think so. I think the team KMS was in great shape. Those guys, I went to their practice. Those guys were busting their ass. Those guys worked really hard. I will say you guys played really. Dana was in better shape than I thought it was going to be.
I just felt the fatigue factor hit in the second half. Just
I don't think so. I think honestly, I hate to say, I think it was like the talent factor. Like you guys were the better younger team. Like you guys should win that game. Like you guys are younger. I think you look at everyone in that team is like except for Rico is like 15 years younger than Kirk, 20 years younger than Kirk. Like and he's one of our best players. And that stuff matters. But
Scary as that was Dana at like 60%.
I know.
Dana's back was bothering him earlier in the day. Like he played great.
No, you're absolutely right.
I'll talk
He
for
played
him.
all 40 minutes.
I'll
I
talk for
didn't
him.
take him out.
He was not close to 100%, and he was awesome.
He was awesome. He's so good. Like, and he was by far the best player on the court for either team, obviously. And then that makes the big difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, if we joined forces, would he be on Chicago or New York? I don't know.
You would have to be on us.
If he was on us, I think
Such an OG New York.
if he was on New York, I think they would be in real trouble.
Do you think? Do you have any regrets of Kirk making that trade for Dana and the refs?
I'll say it. I told Kirk when Pat went down. I said, "Don't let them get another soul." I did not want you guys to get. But Kirk.
Well, here's
It was a
but
great
Kirk's
police
like-
job by Dave to say yes to that trade.
But Kirk was thinking, and I think Kirk's right. I think my attitude was probably wrong. I think Kirk's attitude was right in the fact that, like, all right, let's say we play you guys about Dana. Now you guys down to 6 people. Is that
No, it's like, then what are we doing?
like what are we
No,
doing
the-
here?
The other thing is, it
And
wasn't.
Dana is an original guy of the
It
team.
was
Correct.
not. It was not. Hey, we'll trade you for the 7-footer intern.
Right,
We're looking
right.
to whatever. Dana would have played game 2. He was never not part of the team.
He started the team.
Completely agree.
He
Right.
started the
Started your
team.
team.
He had the
Right.
finger-
And he was even
Right.
Dana was even saying that he wanted to go to game 2, and I told him not to because the video hadn't come out where he hurt his knee, and I guess they wanted to keep it under lock. So I'm like, if you go and you don't play, everyone's gonna have questions of why your knee's not working.
Yeah, it makes
So so that was why because Dana was always really involved with his team. I have no problem with Dana playing. I'm saying that's the big difference between 2 and 3. I will say one more thing. I saw people like, why didn't you put Gus in? Gus was never gonna play that game. Gus in that second game had a major concussion, I guess, and was basically ruled out from the jump. So Gus was never gonna play in that game. I guess if he played, he could have really
you
hurt
were
himself.
hiding the injury report.
Yes,
I mean, that's probably fine worthy. I think you have to pay the fine.
Well, Marty's gonna owe me 5 lunches here after this Yankee season ends, so I'll have a little extra cash then maybe.
What did we bet 5 lunches on?
I forget.
Oh,
Oh,
if
15
Aaron-
lunches.
15. If
15 to 1.
What's
Aaron-
Marty's lunches thing on?
Yankees. 90 wins.
right? 90
We'll get to
wins.
90.
Yeah.
Your schedule is too soft.
If Aaron Glenn is the first guy to get fired.
You got a bad.
Oh
deal
right,
on that.
Aaron Glenn.
You think I got a bad deal on it?
Yeah.
It's only 1 lunch.
But I'm saying just because he's a first, like someone will get fired mid-season. I'm saying for you to win
think
this
it could
bet,
be him.
he'd have to do something heinous off the field.
Yeah, it should be like
Which would count. I
No,
gave
no,
Rico that.
that counts for
I gave
sure.
Rico
But I'm
that,
saying,
yeah.
I just think there's no way he'd be the first one fired.
What if they open?
Unless-
What if they open 0-6?
no shot.
Okay, there's a possible. I mean,
I don't think there's any shot against
0% chance.
Now, here's what could happen.
Unless he did something off the field.
it gives me a little skin in the game.
Rico
don't think so.
Rico could win the bet
It's just the way the NFL works. Like somebody will get fired mid.
if no coach gets fired mid-season, the Jets go 0-17. Then Rico wins the bet.
maybe, sure.
We'll take
Sure.
that.
Clemmer, do you have any other coaching plans since you can't win a game as a coach anymore?
It's a fair, it's a fair question.
I have
question.
1 games as coach.
nothing big though.
No big games.
Well, I mean, we won the first game we played.
They're
Kirk
calling you
first.
small game Chris.
Okay. I don't have any coaching plans. No, if Chicago, New York, if KMS and New York join forces and people wanted me to be involved, I'd love to be involved.
Will you
But
try your hand
not
at
to the
Chicago because you failed
Yeah.
at KMS New York?
I don't. I mean, I don't think so. I will say. I mean, I'll defend myself a little bit here. I know you guys are trying to bust balls here. I don't think I was terrible coach in New York. We did win that first game. I will say I'm also not the best coach basketball. I don't know basketball. Like Rico knows basketball.
How involved was Whitney?
Yeah.
He was. We were all talking during the game. Me, Mutt, and Whitney.
Okay.
During the game.
I was impressed you wore a suit. Do you think that made an impact? You not wearing a suit?
I was not. I don't think. In my opinion, I was assistant coach, so I didn't want to
But,
wear a
guys
suit.
could have respected you more on the bench.
I will say those guys were very respectful. Those guys are all class on the KMS side. That was never an issue.
Aside from two.
Respectful to me.
Aside from
They were always respectful to me. They were so nice and welcoming me to their practices. Those guys are all first class. I understand what you're trying to do, Meek.
It probably helps you Catholic, right?
I'm not. My mom was though.
Yes, that's why it probably
my
was.
mom is, I guess.
Probably why
It
they
was. She is.
Probably why they're
Meek,
welcome.
would you take on Clemmer as like an equipment manager?
No, I think
All right.
I would not take Clemmer on in any
That,
capacity.
if that's what you guys decide, that's what you guys decide. If I can help in any way, be happy to
As a
help.
coach, I know I don't have to be Phil Jackson. I don't have to be Greg Popovich. I don't even have to be Rick Pitino. I just had to be better than Chris Clemmer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you're
Not
putting.
on my
I think
bar.
you're giving yourself a little bit, maybe more credit than maybe you should be. I mean, a big reason you won. If you had Pat instead of Dana, score might be a little different.
Well, I want to know. That's all that matters.
You absolutely are, and you earned that when you did a nice job.
Winners win.
Yeah. I guess we can kind of peel the curtain.
I know when I think Meek Phil, I think winner.
I guess we can kind of peel the curtain back now that it is over. Phil, when it was pretty evident, or 20-25% that Dave wasn't going to go, and you were kind of appointed the coach, Hubs, you want to tell them what happened like 2 minutes after that announcement?
I don't remember. Wait, what do you?
There was a chat without Phil that was named players only.
Oh, there was.
And it was very evident.
Correct.
And
What a stunning development.
Oh no.
yeah,
No, I
so
let the players.
yeah,
Hey,
Talk.
there's players only
And play.
meetings sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
I don't.
it's a paragraph if you want to.
Well, we're not reading all that.
Players only here. Everyone is now a coach on the floor.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Phil's goal is to be a troll above all. Ours is winning the game.
Yes.
Stick together. Phil may even say negative shit to our own guys.
Which I did.
Clear it out. Next shot goes. Always next play up. Heads up. Positive comments galore. Pat should be a voice on the bench.
He was.
I'll say this: now that this is over,
We excluded you pretty quickly.
now that this is over until we get to a Chicago game, if that ever happens down the road, I think I speak for the whole team that we're happy that we don't have to see these Rico daily texts of those reminders every single day. I think we need a little bit of a break from that.
Fair. We did need a voice.
I didn't say we didn't need it, but I'm saying now that the game's over, we get a little break from that.
Yeah.
Those types of texts
a
we're having
comeback.
every day.
It's like the
You were
group-
putting TikToks in. Do this, do this, do this. I mean, you're right, but it's just nice to have a little breather from it.
It's like the group chat after the bachelor party.
Yeah,
like you have no reason to continue
Right.
that, and there's always one guy who's kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
The best.
true.
The best.
Remember that?
coaches-
Which I'm not.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
over.
We moved on. Yeah.
I drove Cody home. I don't think until we hit the GW, it took to like calm down.
Oh, I had to take a melatonin to fall asleep because I was too wired.
I watched the film till like 2:00.
I was listening. Were you guys just like I got home and because it was such an intense game.
I was wired.
Like I was exhausted when I got home. I'm thinking I didn't even play. You guys must be wiped out.
The worst was like knowing I still have to shower when I get home. Like I can't just go right to bed.
I laid down for a second, and my wife was like, "You got it." I'm like, "Yeah." I was just, I was
shower.
I was swamped. I know, dude. I
was so sweaty.
I was so fucking tired. No, I changed.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Between.
All right.
Actually, Phil, if you could pull up a
the light pink-
screenshot, Jim was hot.
The light pink shorts were tough.
Phil, pull up.
Your fucking ass was
Yeah, Phil,
down to
Choked. We'll take a shit.
literally down to the bottom of the shorts.
Yep.
The air conditioning was
notice.
tight.
What am I pulling up?
See if you could go into the game and try to get a back. I know it's like probably gross.
I don't think that's possible.
It was no.
It was like when
No,
you're at
there
the,
is because I've
It was.
seen
I saw when you're at the free throw line. I was like, "Jeez."
I know the same thing. When he's at the free throw line, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, Jesus.
Try to go to the free throw line. Just go to the last minute of the game. My ass is covered.
Soaked.
That was the other guy's big problem too. You guys couldn't make free throws.
Oh, he shot.
You guys-
Honestly, though, like Kirk never misses them. He missed 4.
Yeah, I shot.
So like
That-
we missed free throws
Matt
too.
from Providence was money from the line.
He was, but then he also
took a
had
lot
he
of
had some.
free
He
I
had
love Matt to. I think the world of Matt kind of kept us in the game late, but
he had an element of like he's gonna shoot him back in this.
I know
when he hit the
and he
three.
has the talent to be able to do so. He had a couple of tough shots in the first half, but
Yeah.
You mean the one from?
I think
his knees.
I know.
that was crazy. I think
I
you live and die by your best.
That was awesome.
That's the thing is like he is the
your
best
best
player,
guy,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
and he did keep us in the game late.
Yeah, he was
Sure.
He's really good. Like
That was the one moment where I was like, when he got fouled on the 3. I think
That's pretty good,
that.
Mick. There you
all right,
go.
look
Look
at
at
that.
zoom
Pause
in.
it.
It's
Pause
almost
it.
down to the
Can't
bottom
zoom
of
in.
his shorts.
That was
Can't zoom in.
it. Was the other side.
Look at that.
Yeah,
look at those
that
lines.
shadow.
The
like
lines.
Even
go,
the first
go back
half.
a second and pause it
It looked bad in the first half when you were shooting on the other side.
No, go back to when he's at the line.
at the line.
Surprised Meek got that.
Right
quick.
here.
You can
If
see,
could-
like-
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean that
That was quick, Meek.
crazy. I hope we have the rights to that video. But I'm trying to think of other elements. Kirk had a really good line on Pat, which probably crossed the line. The ref picking up.
By the way,
He who should not be named was very funny.
can we talk about the refs for a second? So Mo, the heavier ref, I like, and the other ref, Mo, I don't know what his deal. I guess during the game, he went to Kirk and was like, "I used to care what you think about me, not anymore," which is such a bizarre thing for a ref to say to somebody. Like he, and I know that you and him are great friends, right, Bosco?
No, he's 6 or 7 years ahead of me at Nichols, and I don't have his cell phone number.
I will.
A friend of mine, you have his cell
I
phone.
was disappointed in Mo. I thought that was the worst game Mo refed of the 3. I thought.
Mo is
Hey,
the bigger fellow.
Oh, the thinner.
I agree. He was terrible.
And I'm not even just saying for us. Like I thought the calls were bad on both sides.
Which neutralizes things. I also did think one of the 10 principles, which I did send, which I'm sure Hubs was fighting to leave the conversation.
No, don't twist my words.
But no, you rightfully so. But one of them was, it actually goes to Patino as much as the St. John's people hate me. Make more than they take, which I pretty positive we did.
Yeah.
Even
Probably.
as bad as we shot, we made way more than they took. Made
I missed parts of the game, so I couldn't. Speak.
made way more than they took, even though we shot.
That was Patino's
Terrible.
8th principle.
What?
That was Patino's eighth principle. I think his 9th is
Yeah.
fuck your assistant coach's wife. Is that right?
something
That
like
was that? I think that might be the 9th one. An Italian restaurant.
I'm not. St. John's.
No, is that something?
I'm not getting involved.
Maybe
She
I might have the order wrong.
She was
I'm not-
really hot. She came on to him, Clemmer. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I'm not getting involved.
Married man.
I'm not getting involved.
Joke, guy.
St. John's hates me enough. St. John's hates me enough. Trying to think of what else.
They're saying going from Clemmer to Meek is going from Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr.
What jumped up before that?
Nothing.
No, I saw something.
Well,
Someone have
I'm
a
not controlling it.
subscription.
Did we show the screen?
What were you? Are you trying to insult me? What was it?
Probably
You
an ad.
popped up.
Probably an ad.
Okay.
Probably an ad.
Popped up a
Probably
thing.
an
I thought, yeah, it's going from Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr.
Probably
Okay.
an ad. I know Kirk texted me. He was like, stop with that. Because I said the off the ball holds were out of control. Just disrupting.
That's never
Yeah.
getting called though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just disrupted everything. So, yeah, again, like just great environment. Happy to everybody.
I will say I know Meek's trying to dig at me, which is fine. You all kidding aside, everything, you guys deserved that win. You guys played really well. You guys were really well conditioned. You guys, and to Meek's credit, as far as managing the game, did a great job. You guys had much better composure in game 2. I think you guys did great.
We know.
Yeah,
We played well.
you really did. You
was-
really did.
We were as like locked in as a group. I feel like.
Because I thought KMS played well. I do. I believe those guys played well.
Let me ask you this: when was the moment it clicked for you that you guys were in trouble?
I thought we had a shot at winning until the word trouble maybe when Jetski made that 3. I'm like, ugh.
See, I think he was the key, one of the keys to the game. Dana, obviously, but Jetski. I think we all like. I compare him to Westbrook in the sense like he can be out of control sometimes, but then the good could be really good. I thought he was the most composed he's played with us maybe ever. He was so in control of what he had to do.
Yes.
He hit that jump shot. He was good on D. He knew what he had to do on offense. I thought Jetski was awesome.
So what was the difference there, do you think? Like
positive reinforcement on the floor.
Enough practices.
The guy running the show, and no matter
Coming
what,
off
practices.
you're talking about Meek.
on the floor.
Why was
What was the quote when it was gonna be that they were gonna play with their ball? I said first obstacle. All right, first obstacle. Bounce
just let
through.
it go.
Bounce through.
Well, then my question to you is, then why weren't you a positive reinforcement for game 2? Then if you were the one, you know what I'm saying? Like if that was the difference with Jetski.
Yeah, I think that game got out of control. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But I think with
there were
Jetski,
points of that game where I was like it was getting like I was like let's just end, like either way let's kind of end this. Like it was one of those like it was whatever. But
Bosco, how good did that first soda in 2 months feel?
I was awesome.
you got a pitcher.
Yeah, I got a picture. Well, I said give me 2, and the girl said a liter is actually cheaper. I said bring it. So
He said, say less.
yeah, went today bacon, egg, and cheese to start the day with the 23 Arizona.
Strong.
Strong back. So, but yeah, I think it's a challenge. I'd like to get down to
Because you lost
another 25. Yeah.
you lost a good amount of weight. You're looking good.
Yeah, this was like good for like your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, no Bosco
this
belly?
training.
No. Yeah, I wish the jersey was a little tighter.
Dana was
Show off the work.
wishing that.
Yeah, I should have switched with Dana and let him wear 3, but I love wearing 3. But he was a little baggy. But like in the warm-ups, I had guy friends texting me, be like, "Bro, you look like in great with the cutoff." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "They look like you look in great shape." I didn't get winded. I played the entire second half aside from the fucking
You got to cut.
scratch over here or whatever it is.
Your neck was bleeding.
Bad? Because it stopped in like.
It wasn't like gushing, but it was like I
Yeah.
wasn't surprised they stopped the game.
Yeah, it stopped.
I'll put
in
it that
like,
way. Like
stopped in like 2 seconds.
I thought you would be going at it more, but it seemed like you didn't even feel what happened.
No.
Because it didn't look good.
No.
That's why I asked you after the game, like, are you okay? Because I thought your neck was in worse shape than it might have been.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily who did it. I have suspects.
I think it was an accident.
Yeah, probably from guys who root, against religions. Yeah, that's just
That doesn't seem fair.
Aged poorly.
yeah. Again, like
Call
it
Bosco
wasn't.
no-show?
Listen, if it was an up and down affair,
You made your free throws.
I'm taking 8, 9 threes. I didn't need to take
I thought
8 or 9. We
you
got
helped-
shots.
You helped
and
run
second,
the offense, dude.
Like no one was shooting in the second half. It's how it goes. That's
I mean,
par for the.
Smacky could stay on that side.
Yeah, that's par for the course.
Hey, he might be in that Chicago game. He's a baller. I play.
Yeah, it's par for the course for Jack.
That'll be a nice little.
But yeah, I was confident in how he played.
It's a nice wrinkle.
Good environment. Kirk taking the whistle out of the guy's thing and throwing
Incredible.
No
it.
tech.
Incredible.
It was
I
yeah.
assaulted the referee.
No, you would have had it.
He
like-
did the Steve all night was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
After the game, Kirk said to me, Kirk's like, Steve is just like a brick. Like you run into him, and it's like running into a wall.
Dude, practicing against Steve is crazy. Like it's just like you doing 3-on-3s, whatever. It's just nuts.
Yeah, he didn't get tired.
It's just an athlete.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
He's a tank.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He absolutely is.
But yeah, great environment. I think it's a good close to the ending.
I think so, too.
With that, people keep asking like, is it gonna go 5? Is it gonna go?
I think that's it.
Rico Grady Jenkins in the chat said, "Meek, ask Rico if he got a text from Oates last night. ... Ride, all caps."
No. If you're trying to win a national championship, I'm not gonna tie you down with like, oh, I also have a big game. Well, what is it? It's 2 different groups of the same company playing a pickup.
No, but it's
game.
big to you, and you guys are friends.
Yeah, I ain't tying my guys down.
It would have been something if he showed up last night. Just joins the bench.
He would have been a great assistant on my staff.
Yeah, he would have been.
I'll say at halftime, we're only up 1, and we went to one of the other closets to talk, and we got kicked out. We're like, damn, this ain't going well.
Extra stuff.
Vital
Flip me
Bird.
off.
It's with the middle finger.
That was a low moment though at halftime.
Yeah, so the guy's
was
like,
like,
who authorized you to get in
Like, I got
here?
the-
There's a cash box to the back.
I'm like, dude, we're just
We're
trying
like,
to talk
dude.
for
So then I said it to him, like, all right, roll with the punches. Here we
Yeah.
go, another obstacle. Roll with the punches. But also, listen, that place is nice that they opened it up to us, and
Super.
it works that it's halfway
hilarious. It
through.
was just like a
But
volleyball game going on.
Fucking,
So funny.
from what I'm told, we booked the entire place, and they were like, yeah, okay, and still ran volleyball.
I don't know. If
Left
that,
and right.
Is that true? Did we booked the whole place?
I think it was definitely discussed of like we want the whole thing and they or it said no because they needed volleyball.
I gotta say hearing this, just from the discussion we've had here in these last 40 minutes here, it does seem, and maybe I'm wrong here, that Rico was more of the coach than Meek. It seems like
Yeah.
you're saying things like,
I let
Dude,
the
it says
players
Rico.
talk.
It says Rico said in that chat, like we're all coaches.
I
We're
let
all
the-
trying to figure this out together. If you see something on the court that you think you could spot out, say something.
Yeah, I let the players be themselves. No one's bigger than the team.
Yeah, they had cameras in the huddle. If Phil says 2 words, those would be his first in the huddle.
Hey,
I told Pat.
why don't you just coach the team then, Rico?
I told Pat to take the board, to keep it away. I wanted.
Well, but then why don't you?
And then
why don't you just coach?
I was in a positive mood, like during the day. I was included. Hey, how you doing? Like fist bump. All right, before the game, fist bump. The not getting the balls in the car and coming in with a smirk was the final straw.
well, I didn't know you were in a handicap spot.
Was the final straw. If there
but
was a
like-
vote, like if there was a vote for World Series shares,
Yes.
I'd vote against.
You would
Vote against Phil getting a shot.
1,000.
David Robertson him.
But I
very
do
stingy
know.
with
I do
shares.
know
Oh,
how.
is that true? That's funny.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I
Oh,
do
it's
know
a
how
whole- it's a
fondly.
whole story.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I do know how fondly Dave thinks of him. So I don't want to upset Dave, but I would vote against.
Me getting anything?
I would vote against.
Oh, Phil's against him.
That's crazy.
I mean,
When
if,
you-
I just-
if,
I
you,
don't-
if you
it's
didn't have me,
nothing.
I
I
was gonna
we
say,
won.
If he made me walk in the gravel with my fucking game shoe,
I think
Manage the
Hey, it made you better.
Meek also
Yeah.
put his neck on. As much as Meek is Meek, he did put his neck in the line. He was the coach, and if they lost, he
I'd
would be
take the
getting
fall.
he'd be getting some shit. That's why I think Rico. I don't think you're being fair here. If you want to coach coach the team. Put your neck on the line.
I could do it from the floor.
yeah, he's a floor general.
I could do it from the floor.
It's also kind of an easy
Even that
way
he's-
out.
You're bashing him. He's still gassing you up as the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he knows you're an attaboy guy. You need attaboys. That's good coaching.
It's like,
Yeah.
you're
Not,
like,
coaching's not Alexis and O's.
yeah, you're like Chris
It's
Paul.
relationship. It's people. You get the most out of. You
That's
maximize people. That's what it's now. Most like college like head football coaches like they're not coordinators. They're CEOs. Meek's a CEO.
I
You
said,
treat, you treat the janitor the same as your best player. You gain
Yeah.
respect from the people in the room.
Makes sense.
that's what you like
what
your
he's
Chris Paul.
doing.
You're an extra coach on the floor.
Yeah. So
Even now, he's hyping his guy up.
yeah, I think
Even
we did it.
as you break him down. He's got that infectious energy he brings to his team.
Oh, it's
think-
infectious, all right.
Yeah, I think we did a good job not taking the bait.
Yeah, great job. No fights.
Definitely some choice words in the game. Luckily, after I designed the unbelievable out of bounds play, I ran to the half court and fucking fist bumped so hard. It's caught on the end of the stream. I think it's on my
The unbelievable out of
Unbelievable. I read.
shout out Coach Spell, line opposite. And even in the chat, Hubs goes, "Wow, that fourth defender got bundled
Yeah.
when we do it." So and I was the one who was.
It
set the
also
screen,
just
so
kept working, which is funny because it was very
It did
obvious.
work another time.
That's what I'm saying. It's
yeah.
very obvious what we were doing.
right. So it's whatever. But
No, double and double were great. Man.
yeah, I thought it was.
Very, very good.
I thought it was.
Our only.
You named those yourself? Or that was the
I named double, or double and double again, and line
again,
opposite
sorry.
is Coach Spell.
There's double and double. Or
Well,
double
no,
and double
it's
again.
so the way you do it is double,
Yeah.
and you get Mulcahy on the curl.
It's a double. It's a staggered double
Yeah,
screen.
Double
one
screen,
four,
sure.
1-4 pass to the elbow, which the crowd was booing while we were setting that up because Steve and Dana.
Yeah, but then it worked.
were reversed. I was like, guys, just set it up. So you run a double. Mulcahy comes off, had a good look, probably a jump. Matt from Providence, good play, whatever. Then you go, yeah, double again. So they think it's that. They start
Trick 'em,
overplaying
gotcha.
that. Dana's on the elbow. It looks like he's getting like I don't have this guy that way. He turns, he hits Martin in a beautiful backdoor.
Yep.
Then we ran the baseline out of bounds. I fist pump out to half court, and the mic goes flying. So I just bring it to the table. I'm like, yeah, you're done with this. And then I came out. TJ was like, oh, we'll retry it, and they never retried. I was like, just whatever. That's whatever. But I do think if he had two guys mic'd up, it would have been unbelievable content. But yeah, fucking great environment. It's a little bit of a letdown, that it's kind of over with such a build up. But
Great event.
good ending. Great ending. So
Great event, great game.
appreciate it. Yeah, I got some kind of quick ones here. That took a while, which I expect people to whatever.
I mean, the video on YouTube, the game has like 110K views. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people watched.
Yeah.
I think we should have talked about.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it had over 20K concurrents at the end.
yeah,
like insane. Like shout out to everyone that
Like, most
watched.
of the
yeah.
end.
I mean, everyone that came too. The crowd was
That too,
awesome.
yeah.
Like it was like the environment there, like the energy there was off the charts. It was awesome. Awesome event.
Yeah. Mets bad loss last night. Yankees bad loss last night.
Literally everyone lost.
Right. What's your concern on the Yankees?
High, very high.
I think if the Mets don't get the right guys at the deadline, I'm kind of concerned too.
We need arms.
I think the Mets are in much better shape than the Yankees just because.
But what's the lead now, or
That makes
how
me
many are
feel-
we
Game-
down in the division?
I mean,
We're up
just
a game and a half.
Up a game and a half.
we're up in a game, but we also have like a 5-game cushion in the wild card.
Yeah.
Where the Yankees just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have that.
I was focused on winning the game, Phil.
We're
so I
tied
don't know
with
the standings
the-
off the top of my head.
Well, the Phillies lost the White Sox last
Yeah.
night. I mean, talk about everyone losing.
Mets are tied
Um,
with the Dodgers for second in the NL, which is huge.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
That's a big deal. So like that, I'm not like comfortable. Like
Right.
I hope we would need I think a piece to hit that. But as far as like just making the playoffs, just because of that buffer the Mets have, and I don't think the Yankees are catching the Blue Jays 5.5 back. I don't think. Although Hubs is saying that the schedule for the Yankees rest of the way is pretty
They
cake.
gotta really just tread water until mid-August, and I think they'll be okay. Now, can they tread water until then without Judge and this bullpen, and they gotta make some trades? That remains to be seen. They're definitely gonna add. They're gonna add relievers, hopefully controllable relievers. But like I don't know, I think anything from John Heyman and Andy Martino, they are so clearly not in the loop right now with their reports of like, oh, they're going to sell and this. I'm telling you, they're going to buy. They're going to buy something.
That just makes sense, right?
No, I truly like.
You've already bought once too.
Scott Boras isn't at play here, so John Heyman, get lost. You know nothing, and Andy Martino,
He's a shill.
I don't really know what he's doing.
He's
here.
a shill for ownership.
Jack Curry is pretty much steadfast. They're going to buy. From what I've heard, they're going to buy. I don't know what. They've been talks with the Twins for Duran and Jax. I don't know if they're going to get that done, but they need like legitimately 3 to 4 relievers.
What if
how
you
thin
just
they
got
are.
Jax and didn't get Durant?
Oh, and nothing else? No, they need.
You got McMahon.
No. They need 3 to 4 relievers.
You're not getting 3 to 4.
You're gonna need 3 to 4.
Maybe you get 2.
Yeah, at minimum you need 2.
I mean, you're getting Heel back,
That's a starting pitcher.
but then you can move. Could you move Schlitter to the bullpen?
Could, but
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Like, could you move?
but-
pieces
so that's how
around?
you generate the 4th, right? Is if you get 2 to 3 relievers, and then he's your 4th, and they need Fernando Cruz to return because he was so big.
He was really good.
But like he had a very serious. It was like a grade 3 like strain. So I don't know what his timetable is. Heel's returning Sunday if all goes well tonight.
And I know he looked good his first rehab, so I don't know how the other ones have gone. He looked really good his first.
Velo's there. That's I don't really
Oh, it
care
really
for
matters.
results. Velo's there and he's throwing pitches.
That's
it.
fair.
Just stay healthy. But yeah, he's returning Sunday if all goes well, which is a massive boost.
That's a huge
The
boost.
fucking rookie of the year on the team. Who's very good.
Whose spot in rotation is he taking?
He would probably take Schlittler. I would think you would take Schlittler and you're moving Schlittler to the pen. That would be, I think,
And that's a boost.
because I'm assuming off the top of my head, Schlittler's innings are probably catching up to him. So they're going to try and reduce that in the pen, and they need it. They need a high velo guy in the pen. Schlittler's look good, like for the most part. There's a lot to like.
Yeah, it's about managing innings. I'm saying you still have Warren and Stroman in rotation.
I think Warren's staying, and I think Stroman's staying at the moment. Now they could also add a starter, and that's been talked about. And that would bump Stroman out.
There's also every chance they just trade Stroman, given that
They've
teams
been
need
trying to do
starting
that for a
pitching.
year though. No one's
I
taking
know,
no
but
one
like
wants-
every team needs starters.
I
He's
know,
a
but he's-
rental. You never know.
So the
For the
AL.
most part, Stroman's been better since he came off the IL. His last start was against the Phillies. No bueno. But the other starts is like, okay, you're at least eating in here and getting us to the 6th inning or 5th inning, whatever, and we're not down a billion runs. Phillies game was not like that.
It's not impossible to move Stroman, is what I'm saying.
No, listen. If someone takes Stroman off my hands, go for it.
Yeah.
The AL did get weaker yesterday. I mean, you have the Emmanuel Clase stuff. He's out for all of August.
Yeah, we're in the car on the way to the game, and we have our push notifications, and we see Clase with a bunch of words like, "Oh, where'd he go? Oh,
Yeah.
that's where he went."
Going home.
He's not going anywhere.
And they were gonna, by all, Bowden said, now take whatever you hear from Bowden with a grain of salt, but Bowden was like, they've been planning to trade him for 6 weeks. Like, this completely derails the future of the organization because they were gonna get a haul for you're trading Emmanuel Clase.
I guess they found out this was going to happen sometime in the weekend, and then they basically told people Clase is off the table. They weren't going to trade him at that point. And so you have that.
Now they might trade Quan.
That incident.
Or Bieber.
Yeah.
Well, and Bieber.
I think Bieber definitely gets traded.
And then you have Reese Olson, who's out for the rest
Tigers.
of the
Yeah, he's the
year.
number
What
3
happened with
starter.
him?
You said.
What happened with him?
He's out for the year.
happened?
Was it shoulder, elbow,
Missed
shoulder?
Chris
Shoulder,
Bubic
right?
of the Royals also out the rest of the year.
Bubic is
Another-
gone.
right,
But,
so-
I mean, Olsen's a bigger. That's a way.
Olson's a big deal. So
So
now
they got to get a starter.
yeah, you think so because you got. Oh, well, they went and got a starter yesterday.
Paddock.
Chris Paddock.
Yeah, another one.
I mean, that.
I feel like they already kind of needed one.
So
We
now,
had talked about that rotation. Like they could use
I
one.
mean, who's
more
their
piece.
4-star now? Like,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Montero? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
You need a hitter too.
so so the AL did get weaker, which I suppose in a way does help the Yankees. Between Bubic, Clase, Olsen, all going down really on the same day.
Also, it is ironic.
None of those teams really impact the Yankees though.
Wild card?
Tigers are gonna because the Guardians and the Royals are not a factor at the moment. So it's like the Tigers are winning the division. So
Royals are 4.5 back. Guardians are 4 back.
Boston and Texas. Those are the teams I need.
and
to
Seattle.
And Tampa.
I think Seattle's just in the they're going to make the playoffs.
Tampa has a ton of head-to-head matchups against the Yankees left, I believe, so you do have to watch for them.
I mean, the Yankees don't.
They made a trade yesterday too. They weakened their team. They traded Danny Jansen.
But they got Nick Fortes.
Did you see a fan told Danny Jansen he got traded?
No, is that what
I
happened?
think it's assuming the video. You know,
Oh no.
I think he was out in the shag and fly balls or
That's
whatever,
tough.
and some fan just showed him, and he just walked away.
We've seen that in the NBA. I haven't seen it really.
Oh, yeah, the Jimmy Butler trade when they told the
But then
bench.
on the flip side of the NL, Eugenio Suarez takes a ball off his hand.
Ironically, versus the Tigers, who could trade for him.
Yeah.
Now the
X-rays were negative.
X-rays are negative, but like, if
could
your
linger.
team wants to trade for him, are you worried again? This guy with a swollen hand now.
All right.
He's gotten hit twice now in the All-Star game in this.
What's the likelihood you guys put on Gallen getting dealt?
High.
Yeah, pretty high.
90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Still,
Probably gonna
Oh,
start
not
everybody.
great. Another bad start to end his
yeah,
first half.
Sunday against.
You're not,
I
you're not
watched
getting,
it.
you're not getting much
got
for
them.
him.
I think he gets dealt. It's not going to be for much.
No,
Um,
no.
Right.
If anything, you know who's going to get a lot potentially? Will be Merrill Kelly. His ERA is 3.3. He's been pretty good this year. He could help a lot of teams. Unfortunately, right now more than Zach Gallen can, I think. Unless Zach Gallen can find
yeah.
what made him
The
great.
Yankees were rumored with Dustin May, who I don't really
I
understand.
saw that yesterday.
I don't think there's much to do with Dustin May. He's got some good stuff. Maybe like Blake is the type of guy. It's like, hey, like this. They're very good at isolating pitches.
What would you do with him?
He would be one of those starters. He would
So then-
he would be the starter that moves Schiller to the pen, or maybe
Oh, but he was moving Schiller to the pen. So then, like, does he move Stroman to the pen?
Stroman out of the pen. Sorry, that would be the other starter to get Stroman out of there. Yeah.
Does that make you better if Stroman is just a reliever? I'm just trying to find ways for this Yankee.
Oh no.
bullpen to,
Stroman
like-
can't be a reliever with his
It would
stuff.
make you better if he's off the team.
That
But
would
then
be
Stroman's just gone.
that would be like moving Stroman away. Yeah, Stroman can't be a reliever. He doesn't throw hard.
No.
Stroman's game these days is painting corners and
Yes.
getting guys to chase like 0.5 millimeters off the zone. And if he's not there, he's going to get killed because he doesn't have.
And that's what we
any
saw on
velocity.
Saturday with the Phillies.
Right. So that doesn't work as a reliever.
Right. I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to find pieces to make.
They're in trouble, man. And like the offense last night like was completely invisible without Judge. They scored runs with bases loaded walks. Ryan McMahon continues to look good. But
No, defensively, he's going to look great.
they're
the
just-
offense can't keep
it's
up.
just like such a different team without Aaron Judge. And obviously because he is the best hitter in baseball. So like you take that guy off the team, you're going to get worse. But yeah, they're in trouble.
Just a note on Dustin May. The Dodgers, I believe, dating back to 2019, maybe have traded a starting pitcher at every single deadline. Like they've moved, James Paxton last year.
Yep.
I think like Ross Stripling one year. I don't remember the names exactly, but it is a thing Friedman has done where he's moved a starting pitcher at a deadline. Dustin May is a unrestricted free agent this offseason.
and they are getting a lot of starters back
at
now.
28 years
Blake
old.
Snell is in rehab right now.
Yeah.
I will say this. I don't know if they should be the team that's trading like starting pitcher depth because you don't know what you're going to get from those guys when they come back. Are they going to stay healthy? Like you have the
Is
depth.
Blake Snell going to stay healthy? Probably not. I
Right.
guess,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
Maybe, but
why wouldn't you just keep the?
you have so many guys though.
Yeah.
You can mix and match. Like they have
Are they getting
so
Sasaki
many.
back?
hope
That's
so.
one I don't. I would.
This-
That's one I don't count on.
This is also a case where, let's say, the Dodgers move Dustin May for a guy that's like in Double-A, and then next thing you know, he's in a rotation next year, giving them starts.
They also
Or that could
traded
just-
for a starter last year. They traded for Flaherty last year.
Yeah, that they could just view Dustin May as a sunk cost at this point to be like, let's get something for him now because he's obviously going to leave in free agency, and he's not helping us right now.
His metrics aren't good.
No.
His numbers aren't good.
No.
If you watch him like isolate at bats, there's stuff there for sure. There's like high velocity and nasty breaking ball, but it's just not something's not clicking there. He's definitely a piece that like, hey, maybe you can use as a project and like we can turn this guy around. But I wouldn't be jumping for joy for Dustin May.
I mean, the Mets desperately need a starting pitcher. We haven't had a starting pitcher besides David Peterson go 6 innings since like June 7th.
I think we need a big bat.
Even Senga?
I don't think you need a big bat.
Senga's been hurt, and then he came back, and they have big.
But he hasn't gone 6
I
yet.
think
Oh.
you need a
I
right-handed.
think he's gone 5.
I think the Mets need a right-handed platoon bat like Luis Robert fits perfectly
Ugh.
because, Clemmer, can I finish?
I know. I'm letting you finish.
The- Let's say you match up with the Cubs or the Phillies in the playoffs. You're seeing Boyd, you're seeing Shota, you're seeing Ranger, you're seeing Sanchez, you're seeing Luzardo. You're going to need a right-handed bat for those series. And the Mets lineup, they have good players. They're starting to click.
The infield is starting to click.
Infield's starting to click. And, look, Lindor's going to get back going. Pete's going to go back going. Like, they have good players. It's just a matter of them not all clicking at the same time. Starting pitching has never gone deep in games all season.
That's fair.
You could point to the top 3 in ERA, whatever it is. I'm sure it's changed by now. But, the starting pitchers have never gone deep, and they kind of just are what they are at this point. I don't think you're getting more than a 6-inning start from Senga. I don't think you're getting more than, a 6-inning start from Minaya. You do need to get another starter.
I think you get more innings from Minaya. I disagree. Not now. Maybe a month from now.
True. But I do think
Senga's fair.
You need more arms because Senga is also the question mark too. He is really.
So
good.
let's go out and get Mitch Keller.
I would love Mitch Keller. I think you either need to get a controllable starter or a controllable reliever that you can trust in these big spots.
I still
A
really,
guy you can
really
start
want
in
Brent
game 2.
Rooker.
I don't know if he's available. I'd like him, but at the same time, I think starting pitching is way more of a need than a bat.
That's a totally fair argument, Phil. Totally fair.
Some other quick ones. Ryan Sandberg died. R.I.P. He was a name I knew, but again, I was a young kid. I didn't watch him.
Oh man,
All the
Ryan
time.
Sandberg was growing up in the '80s. He was the best second baseman of the '80s. He was an incredible power hitting second baseman, which you just didn't have back then in the '80s and '90s. He had an interesting career. Never played in a World Series. Made it to the NLCS twice. Retired in '93 or '94. Took a year off and came back in '95 and '96. And then retired again. Obviously a Cubs legend. I went to a game last year at Wrigley Field. They put a statue up for him. Very cool. So sad. He was diagnosed with cancer, prostate cancer. So get checked out if you're an older gentleman watching this, for sure. Diagnosed with cancer about a year and a half ago. And then when the statue came out, he said he was cancer-free. And then, unfortunately, in December, it came back, and it came back aggressive and spread all over his body. Unfortunately, very similar thing happened to my dad. He was cancer-free in regression, and then it came back very aggressive. It's awful what happened with Ryan Sandberg. But respected throughout baseball, managed the Phillies for a couple years. John Papelbon had a tweet saying he loved playing for him. Just an absolute legend of the game. Definite Hall of Famer. Said the best second baseman when I was growing up. Best second baseman of the 80s. Bar none. No question about it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember my dad, I think all of our dads, when somebody passes in sports, you should care about family and police officers, whatever. If you don't know these ball players, but to see it was he would go that guy, he was a likable actor. He was a likable musician. Now we're getting to a point where we've kind of seen these guys all the way through, or these are guys some of the first names you remember. I graduated college. I remember Chuck Daly died the day I graduated college. Ryan Sandberg now, those. You know what I mean? We know all these guys, so it's gonna be interesting.
It's awful the older you
yeah,
get. Wait,
as a-
no, you're absolutely right.
yeah,
Rico.
as
The
a-
older you get, the more you're like, oh man,
Yeah, right.
I remember when that guy was, just breaking on the scene. Or you see guys now are like, I remember when that guy was in his 20s and now he's in his 60s. You're like,
Right.
holy shit. But no, I feel awful for Ryan Sandberg and his family, obviously, and Cubs fans. They loved him. I was at that game when they made that statue. Oh, the ovation couldn't have gone on longer. They loved him.
Deion Sanders cancer-free, which is great.
Yeah, huge. I mean, honestly, I feel like everyone thought it was going to be him saying he was leaving the team.
Right.
I mean, obviously, it was horrible to hear what he was going through, but glad to hear that they, I guess, got it out of him, and he's going to coach.
Yeah.
God bless.
Scary stuff.
He's still coaching.
Yeah, I believe so. That's
Yeah,
what
I said
he's
yeah.
gonna coach,
It was bladder cancer. That's scary.
really scary.
Bladder removal. He doesn't have a bladder.
God bless
Jesus,
him.
really? They had to remove. Oh,
Yeah. No, because he had the doctors at the press conference to like explain it more obviously better.
Yep.
And they said he is cancer free. That was the doctor.
he's not. How old is he? In the late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, it's maybe 60.
Ah, Jesus.
Tomorrow we're going to dive into there was a list that came out. Teams with the best players under 25. It's also based off of
This is NFL.
NFL.
Packers are the
If you,
youngest team in
yeah.
the
It's also guys who played. It's not just like it's guys who actually played in the NFL. So I got top 5, bottom 5 for that. We'll kind of dive into that. We do have football this week. Did I
Yeah,
see
but
that on the calendar.
What, is that Thursday?
Preseason,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Hall of Fame game. Hall of Fame game is Thursday, right?
Yep.
Hall of Fame game used to be on a Sunday night. I always remember, or a Saturday. Maybe I'm wrong.
They might have moved it
Well,
because
they
Thursday
do, well,
night.
they do it now as like
football,
the lead into like the
You know?
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Which is probably the right thing to do. Picks. I'm going to take the Tigers. Minus 144. I know Mize. I bet Mize on the last one. He didn't do so great in that game, but I'm going to take Mize. Clemmer, what do you got?
Let me pull it up here. I'm having the
Actually, let me
worst.
fire in now.
I'm having the worst July of all time as far as picks go. I mean, this is just abysmal. It's horrible. So take this for what it's worth. I'm on the Royals today. Seth Lugo is really good at home. Eric Fetty, first star for the Braves. He's been horrible for the Cardinals.
Seth Lugo just got his extension.
Got his extension, 2 years.
He might stop caring.
So there you go. So yeah, Meek pulls it up. You can see my stats there are horrific. I'm gonna keep going the rest of the year. If I'm still in this, horrible minus 19 units at the end of the year, then I'm guessing that's data you probably can't trust. But I'm in it for the rest of the year. I'm doing my best, but it hasn't been good enough. But I'm on the Royals.
Ev.
I've been fucking horrible the last. I'm working my way in. I've had 2 bad UFC cards, like horrendous. Baseball's been bad. I'm gonna go with. I'll just give like 1 or 2. I haven't even put them in yet, but I'll put them in. I'll go with the. Actually, oh no, I had one earlier, and this is actually another hold your nose. I'm taking the Marlins. Marlins plus 140.
Hey, they've been playing better.
Yeah, Sandy's pitching today.
That's a
Could
risk.
be his last start.
Could be his last start. It could be.
I put that one in earlier, so
I
I'll
hope
give
it
that
is,
one.
so he doesn't face the Yankees, because he would.
Hubs.
You don't want him to face him?
I don't want to face. No, he's starting. His last start was good.
I know.
No.
I just don't know with him.
I want to face the worst pitchers.
He's
possible.
only
He's,
been
been,
good.
he's literally been the worst pitcher.
He's
not-
only been good
but
versus the Pirates and Rockies.
Yeah, we would somehow bring it all back. I have been pretty good this month.
You've been great this month, right?
So yeah, like plus 9 units. So we start in Montreal women's tennis. Big tennis terms going on. My favorite play of the day is Victoria Mboku minus 154 against Sophia Kenin. That's gonna be a late match tonight. That might start around like 10 o'clock. So minus 154 there. I'm going and I'm gonna fade. Not fading Rico. I'm fading the pick. I like the Diamondbacks. Plus 120 tonight. I think it's just a good number for them. I don't like where the Tigers are playing.
Yeah, Mize didn't do great. So.
And Brandon Pfaadt always just intrigues me, even though he has not had a good year. I'm gonna take the Twins plus 105. The Red Sox had a disaster.
Oh my God!
I mean I'm sorry. Ev was
on the Red
Ev
Sox.
was on the Red Sox.
Hey, you had to wait out that rain delay.
No, and to me, I had 2 short flights, like Columbus to DC and DC home. So between the 2, I thought the game had just been like called. I was like, fuck, like I guess it's gonna get called. And then I got off the one, like landed in Newark at like midnight, like almost 1 a.m, just to see like, oh no, never mind, they actually played it and they just lost.
Yes.
5-4.
Yeah, Jordan Hicks hit 2 guys. He warmed up twice in the game. I think he was maybe pitching back-to-back days.
And of course, Chapman's been out.
Chapman has a back thing that they're like sitting for a few days. Yeah, that went from like I think a really good win for the Red Sox to one of the worst in the whole year.
Yeah.
So I'm on the Twins, plus 105. And the Nationals, plus 120 in Houston. I think that's a fantastic number for them. And I think we'll cut it there. Let me see real quick if I like a men's tennis thing to throw at you guys. Nope, we'll cut it there.
I am on Pete Crow Armstrong, 2+ total bases, plus 120. It's a rivalry series, big series for the Cubs who lost last night.
Huge series for the Cubs.
Crow Armstrong went 0 for 2 Ks. I think he bounces back tonight and gets. Honestly, I think I wouldn't doubt a homer, but I'll take 2+ total bases, a plus might be safe.
All right, that's it. We'll dive in a little bit to the NFL tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow. Pick Central.